Good morning everyone, welcome back to the channel. Well, we're just about to leave Kubapidi and head further on our journeys, and those journeys are going to take us onto the Gawler Ranges Road.
Yep.
The van's all taped up, the vents are all taped, so let's keep our fingers crossed and our toes.
Yeah, and everything else.
That the van doesn't end up totally dusted. Anyway, stick with us and roll intro. Okay, so today's trip seemed fairly straightforward. Head south, hit the Gawler Ranges Road and head across towards Seduna, finding a camp spot en route, but things didn't go quite to plan. Alright, here's an interesting stretch of road. Looks a bit like a runway, doesn't it? Well, that's exactly what it is. It's a landing strip for the Royal Flying Doctor Service, and this is an area where it supplies aid to Kubapidi. Their hospital there doesn't actually do any sort of surgery at all, so in the event of an emergency this is where they would fly into, and yeah, it supplies help to the outback. Very interesting.
So we've just come off of the main highway and start of the Gawler Ranges. The ranges just come off of being full with the long range tank, so we're just of course you know, concerned about doing 300 odd kilometres with not a full fuel tank. So at this stage there's Glendambo, which is 50k down the road. We have absolutely no phone signal, so we're just going to get Starlink out and have a look.
Some handy bits of firewood.
He's just going to steal the firewood.
Yeah, we'll use that tonight.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to get Starlink out, have a look, see where the next fuel servo is on this road, and also just check weather conditions because the sign wasn't working properly. At this stage, obviously where we are, there's absolutely no problem at all with the weather. But who knows when we get closer down to the coast.
Nice. Nice.
So we've pulled off at the beginning of the Gawler Ranges Road, and it's quite funny. On the way in, there's a sign that shows you the road conditions. Well, the sign's broken and it's not showing accurately. And then there's a phone number, tells you to call them to get updates on the road conditions. Well, of course, there's no phone service here. So we've pulled up, we've stuck up the Starlink and we've called the number. And anyway, basically the road's open, there's some bull dust on it and some corrugations, which we kind of expected. As you can see, with the van, we've been round, we've taped and cardboarded up everything we can think that where dust might get in. Do our best to block it off. Obviously, really important that these get uncovered before you turn the gas back on. But even the back window, we've had a little bit of a dust ingress through there, so I've just taped it around the sides. Hopefully that'll stop that. And I've done inside the door, on the inside, it's taped as well. Up here, these vents are all done. So fingers crossed, shouldn't be too bad. We shouldn't get too much in there, although this road is going to be pretty bad. So I'm going to let the tyres down. I'm going to do 35 in the van, and I think I'll go 35 in the back and maybe 30 in the front on the Ranger. And we'll see how we go. Right, up until now we'd been fairly spoilt with this road, but as you can see, the road conditions are starting to degrade. The camera's not really showing it, although you can pick up some of the corrugations that are starting to show, and you can see that the caravan's being jostled around a little bit more. The road conditions just continually degraded the further we got down this track, and at one point I was driving at just 7 k's an hour, and it was shaking the car and the van to absolute pieces. The warning they give you for the grids are pretty short. They don't give you a very long run up to tell you that you've got a grid coming. And they're pretty steep, so you've got to be a bit careful when you hit the grids. So at this point I was getting concerned with the damage we were potentially doing to the van. So we thought we'd stop when we got fuel and check the van.
So hi guys, we just stopped for fuel some 36 kilometres down the Gawler Ranges Road, and Richard thought we would check the caravan out just to see what had happened because the corrugations were particularly bad. And the microwave, which was already broken, has decided that the frame around it was going to break, which has put all the weight through the cabinetry and broken the cabinet.
Yeah, so we were lucky that we checked it, to be honest, because it would have broke out the cabinet and broke the bottom of it. It's actually a really badly designed setup, but I guess this is not an off-road van and it hasn't been built to the standard of an off-road van. Whether that's any different standard, I have no idea. But basically, our microwave was only supported at the top. At the bottom it was screwed in, but it was actually supporting the bottom, not being supported, if that makes sense. So what had happened is the frame around that the microwave screws into had distorted, broken the frame, and the microwave was about to drop out the bottom. So we've removed the microwave. It was dead anyway. I will repair the frame and we'll get a new microwave and trim and put it back in. But just simply put, we're not even a tenth of the way down this road yet, and it's already destroying the caravan. So we're going to make a retreat back onto the main road. We'll fill up a Glendambo because I've just put $100 worth of fuel in, which gave me just over 30 litres, and then we'll probably find somewhere nice to stop just past Lake Hart, and tomorrow we'll have a pretty big day making up the ground, but that's all right, it'll all be on main roads, so not too bad.
Yeah. So obviously, although we wanted to do the road, we're pulling the pin on it and we're not. So we'll catch up with you when we get to our next camp.
I cannot tell you what a relief it was to get back onto smooth tarmac. The road from the Gawler Ranges back out towards Glendambo was even worse, and we actually passed a road train there hauling a B-double on the back and a tractor, and the guy was doing 5k's an hour. He moved over for us to let us through, and then got on the radio and just said, "Hey mate, I don't think this road's going to do your caravan any good at all." And I was like, yeah, right. So we got into Glendambo, we filled up with fuel, and then we headed and looked for somewhere to camp the night. Okay people, today didn't go quite to plan. We were planning on going down the Gawler Ranges Road and coming out towards Sajuna, but unfortunately that road was absolutely shithouse. The corrugations were ridiculous, and anyway, we did the first about 40 k's of it, and we stopped to get fuel, which we paid through the nose for as well, and decided to check the caravan, and yeah, there's our microwave, which, for want of a better word, it was already broken. It had stopped working, so we were going to change it anyway. But you can see, that's our microwave, and you can see this top bit is all that was supporting the weight of the microwave. So of course the microwave's bolted in at the top, but it's also bolted at the bottom. This plastic trim is just what I say, just a trim. And what was happening was the corrugations were making the microwave bounce because it really hasn't been correctly fitted. It was the back of it was bouncing up and down, and it wasn't particularly good on the mounted to the bottom of the cabinet. So anyway, this gave, as you can see, and broke the plastic, and the bottom piece, well, I'll show you that inside the van. I suppose we should have a look, see if there's further damage. Any more damage in here?
Not that I can see at the moment.
I'll just take the mat out and shake it in a minute. Okay, so the cabinet, basically, what's happened here, see how that's all loose and it's broken out here? Because it was only mounted at the top, which really is ridiculous. This little piece of ply, that's what they'd mounted it to. So of course the microwave could do all of this, and it did do all of that, and that's why it sagged, because obviously this box is slightly too big for the microwave. So I think what we'll end up doing, looking at this, is we're going to end up, I'll batten up both these sides. I'll put battens in, and pull it all up square again, and then we might put a different type of microwave in there, maybe one with the combi oven or something. Anyway, positive side is the microwave was already coming out. We were already going to replace it because it was already shot. It had stopped working. The rest of the van, we're just checking. Seems to be, let's just check the wine and all the alcohol, that's all right. Yeah, we seem to have got away with it, the rest of it. Oh, there goes the painkillers. Right, I think we're all right. I think we've got away with it. I think we got away with it. Let's have a look at the shower. That's good, yeah. Everything else seems pretty fine. Yeah. I did have to take it super slow. We did actually think we were never going to get out of that road. We came out and we set ourselves up a route going the opposite way. Hang on, this door's off its hinges. It's
That one didn't survive.
the bolts come out the floor. This one's bent. Okay, hang on a sec. Hold this.
This door's always been an issue.
Well, it's definitely an issue now, because this is all knackered. It's all ripped it out the door. Look. Right, so I need to just get these off.
Is that Phillips again?
Yep.
Luckily, we We still have it in the van.
Yeah. And this is what corrugations will do to your van. But yeah, you can go around, you can tighten absolutely everything, which is what I'd done previously. But the fact of the matter was, this road that we were on, it wasn't just corrugated, it was absolutely ridiculous. You even at sort of, I was driving at one point, I was driving at 7 k's an hour, and it was still vibrating the absolute hell out of us. And there just wasn't a speed. There we go, it's fixed. There just wasn't a speed. Sit. What's that back one like? Is that all right?
Seemed all right.
Let me come out and have a look. Yeah, they're just. Oh. There's that one. Oh, yeah, that one's good. See, I don't know why it's always. Oh no, hang on. The bottom one. Other than that, it's good. Yeah, there just didn't seem to be a speed that I could get around it. It was just, no matter what speed I drove at, it was just ripping the van to shreds, wasn't it?
Oh.
Just, to say the least, I was a little bit disappointed, but there we go. Anyway, I'll show you where we are. So what's this place called, darling?
Sue's Twisted Tree or something?
Yeah, so this is Sue's Twisted Tree campground, which I'll be honest is barely a campground, but we're going to stop here for the night, right off the freeway. Now there are a few tracks going in that direction, but I'll be honest, we've pulled up here, which is kind of half blocking this track, but there's plenty of other tracks around us. We're just going to stay here. We're done with driving. I've been driving today for about probably, I don't know, 7 hours, 6-7 hours. That's enough. So I'm going to peel all this blue off because we've got no intention of doing any more graded stuff now. And we'll get the van set up, and I reckon a nice little campfire here will go down very nicely tonight. Yeah. We did pick up some wood from the first campground we stopped at, which was handy. And we'll find somewhere. I'll take these screws out the side of this, and we'll find somewhere to get rid of this microwave in the future, a skip or something. Okay, so we've had a good night's sleep at Sue's Twisted Tree campground, which is a free camp just off the highway. Was a bit of road noise during the night, to be fair. There was quite a bit of road noise in the area, but not enough to keep us awake. We had a nice campfire last night, plenty of wood around. No signs left that we've had a campfire. Basically what I've done is I've doused the ash, and I've dug a hole, and I've buried what was left of the ash just underneath the sand, quite deep as well, about a foot deep. So it shouldn't, you know, it's nice if you can just hide the fact that there was a fire here. I've sent the drone up. So I'll post the drone footage immediately after this. We're gonna hitch up now and get going on our way.
And even when you're next to me, I feel like you were gone. It's all the things you never show. They're all the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know.
Alright, so we leave Sue's Twisted Tree and we start heading off towards our next destination. I don't give Tanya a huge amount of credit at times, and this one she worked really hard on. She was asked to find us a camp spot at the last minute, and she found this one called Tcharkuldu Rock. Absolute cracker.
So we've come through Port Augusta and now we're heading out towards the Eyre Peninsula. We've gone past a sign saying welcome to the Eyre Peninsula, haven't we?
We have. We're right at the very north of it at the moment.
Yeah. So in front of us is a big range of orange hills. We're thinking it's Iron Knob, but we're not 100% sure. But it certainly looks the colour of iron.
Well, yeah, we're 10 k's outside of Iron Knob. We seem to be heading that direction, so yeah, it's probably where it is. Okay, so you can see we're getting closer to this range of hills, and I'm guessing that this is probably what's termed as Iron Knob. We're on the National Highway A1, and I will say this road is not good for pulling a caravan. Generally its surface isn't too bad, but they have got a few whoopie-doos on it that, well, one of them we just caught nearly had us off the road. Yeah, not any warning. It's supposed to be 110 k's an hour. I'm only doing 100. You've got to have your wits about you on this road. Anyway, we're heading towards Kimber, and I believe there's a few things to see in Kimber. I think there's silo art there. I believe there might be a place where we can wash the car and van, which would be nice because it's covered in red dust. And it's supposed to be an RV friendly town, so we'll take a look. Okay, so we stopped off at Kimber, and we were just in the Eileen's Cafe, having something to eat, a drink, and then we're going to have a look at the silo art.
Yeah. Up into the IGA.
Yep. And then, so we're about 2 hours from our campground.
Yeah, I think so.
So, yeah, we'll see how we go. So we've had a wander down to the cafe, had something to eat, a drink. We've been to the hardware store, got to take measure, so we can measure the recess for the microwave and start keeping our eye open for something that would fit in there and do the job. We do need to do a little bit of strengthening to it, because the next one will be a combi oven that we'll replace it with. But I don't blame Franklin for the fact what happened, and the reason I don't blame him for it is it's not actually an off-road van, so it probably wasn't designed to take the corrugations. Anyway, we're going to have a look at the silo art now. Okay, well, this is Kimber, and this is their silo art.
So we're still in Kimber, and out the corner of my eye I spotted something, and here it is. It is the giant Gala. Now, the other thing is, this is also the halfway across Australia stop. So, here we go. So I'm now back with the Smith's master, Mr. Smith, and he found a car wash, but also one that can do the caravan. So he's a pretty happy bunny. He wants to get rid of all this red stuff. All this stuff down here. And all the dust. Yep, so he's like a pig in mud at the moment. Very nice.
Where are we, baby?
We're halfway across Australia in Kimber.
Yeah, well, we're not going the rest of the way, unfortunately.
No.
Because we've only got 3 weeks.
Well,
However,
2 weeks left now.
Yeah, that's it, rub it in. We're halfway across. As I say, it'd be rude not to. See who's been here, anyone we know? Wow. If you saw your sticker, drop a comment. You need to, the van is all nice and clean. I've given it a bit of a wash. I'll be honest, I didn't spend too long on it, or the car, just really rinsed it. I don't like hitting it with a jet wash, and those of you that watch our videos will know why. Not on a regular basis. However, this yellow or orange dust gets right up in the crevices, so yeah, the only way you're going to get it out is with a jet wash. But don't do it on a regular basis, you've been told, because it's not going to do your van any good at all. Anyway, we're going to get on, we're going to find this campground. Tanya's going to stick some shopping in that she's bought. She won't be going anywhere because she ain't got the key. And we're going to get some drinks. Did you shut that lift up one? Don't think it shut properly, it didn't sound like it. Yeah, right. I'll have a lemonade as well, please, darling.
There's one there.
Or a ginger beer.
There's one lemonade there.
Or a Coke. Coke will do. Just get me a Coke out. Thank you, my love.
I'm not going to put this in straight away because it's still quite fresh.
Just put it on top of the Coming then or what?
Yeah.
You coming or what?
Or what? Or what?
Come on, because we've still got 2 hours to go. I don't know about you, but I just something satisfying about having a clean caravan and a clean car.
So we're just coming up on a wide load. 5 metres across. Not sure what it is yet. Can't quite see.
Big.
It is very big.
Five at the blade, thank you, mate.
The blade sounds like a grader
Yeah.
or a bulldozer.
Not hanging about too much.
No, it's going pretty well. Could be a big bulldozer.
My side.
Your destination is on the left.
What have we got?
All right, so next stop, I'm not even going to try and pronounce it, but it's rocks, and we're here. So much for cleaning the van, that was a waste of time. But at least it's not red dirt, because that's why I cleaned it. So we're going to stay hitched, obviously, because we're only here for the night. And I'll spin around. There's a really nice rock formation here, which is where it gets its name, from these rocks. And I will send the drone up and let you have a look. We'll fly up over there, take your pictures. We got a little fire pit.
Definitely going to need a step.
We're going to need a step. That's in the back of the car as well. Look at her trying to get in. Look, this is hilarious. Look, see that? The step for her, else she'll break her neck. Here it is. Ooh. And there we go. That's our outlook for tonight. Which is a nice little gum tree here. Pretty nice. Okay, let's get a step up. So it's been a long day. I'm showered. I've got a beer and I got changed. Cheers, everyone. We've done a little bit of firewood collection, and we'll have a fire a little later. But yeah, beautiful evening. I will stick the drone up and let you have a look, see what this place looks like from the air.
So high I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
Dangerous times, don't fly too high. Be sure to keep the ground in sight. Fly forever if you keep it tight. Love the world, but keep the sky on your mind.
So we've got baked potatoes tonight. They're in the fire at the moment, cooking, with a bit of luck anyway. There's a bit of firewood laying around, which we found and we've chucked in. And this is a really, really nice campground. So I can't pronounce it, Tanya can't really pronounce it. So what we'll do is I'll put a link to it and I'll type the name of it in the description. Okay, we've got a slight problem. We got a slight man down in the fridge. So this Coke, unfortunately, the top of it on those corrugations been chafing, and it's yeah, it's lost some. It's inside the fridge now. So I opened it to see whether or not it was still fizzy, and it was. I opened it and it fizzed, but I could hear it was probably only 2/3 full. So I thought, well, I don't want to throw it away, so top it up with Jim Beam. There we go. Waste not, want not. Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. So this morning we're heading on to, where are we heading to? Smoky Bay. Yeah, so we're heading to Smoky Bay. But that's going to be in the next episode. So hopefully you've enjoyed this episode. And if you have enjoyed it,
Give us a thumbs up. Hit the like and subscribe button and hit the bell icon to be notified of future episodes.
there you go. Yeah, so thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next one. Stay safe.
See ya.